Libra, welcome to or back to my channel. These are going to be some timeless messages for Libra placements, or if you have Libra in your chart. Please keep in mind that not all my readings will resonate with everyone at this time. So do just please take what resonates and leave the rest for another viewer to appreciate, okay? You'll find previous readings under the Live tab. Again, this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. I couldn't say that yesterday, but I said it. I don't know. So, all right, we're in the flow. Libra, you got balance, your partners, and cooperation at the bottom of the deck here. So that is the underlying energy. You are like making good decisions here with your partners or your relationships, or that is what is important to you at this time, or the Libras that, or the cross watchers, place yourself where you go, that are going to be attracted to this message. All right. As always, I do appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the comments, the shares. Okay, they don't go unnoticed. Thank you so much. All right. There's a sacrifice here. There's balance. So when you create balance somewhere else, something's going to feel off balance. But it's like, as long as you're creating your balance, it's like that is what is being highlighted at this time. Somebody wants you to sacrifice your balance for their balance or something. Yeah, confronting. All right, so you could be taking a look at this, deciding if it's worth taking an action toward, or someone is deciding to take an action toward your balance and confront your partners with Mars, Aries energy, action. So it's like, on a movie set when they say action, Libra. All right. Hope everyone is doing well. No one is on at the moment. Okay, something's been done a little at a time. Just sacrifice here. Virgo energy, and you have blessings coming in, and this is probably why there's something wanting to confront your balance. It's like your vision with Aquarius. Okay, Libra, you've got third house energy going on here. Libra. It is Aries again, or your actions, who you are. Somebody has an idea and question about who you are and where you're going, your desires and your actions. You're being also asked to get your ideas going and take action on your ideas and not others' ideas, because it's about your ideas that create your balance. Does that make sense? Okay, so who you are is going to attract the right connections, but it's also going to like attract everything here. I feel that Aries energy. You got blessings regardless, good fortune. You're aligned with the universe, has your back with Jupiter. Okay, you're stirring up the situation. It's so windy out there. Okay, let me see something here. I'm going to close that even more because the wind is like whipping in here. All right, so something about the wind. You could be as quick as the wind here, maybe, with your action. Something about the wind. Okay, the sacrifice, confrontational sacrifice. All right, because there's an idea in question, or there is a projection onto you. Somebody questioning something about what you're doing, but I don't know what wants to come up here for you, Libra. What is happening for this idea and question? Hello. Okay, I can see the comments today, so I am going to monitor them. All right. Yeah, okay. You got ideas to get going. Okay, you got a circle of friends here wanting to confront what is new and different about what you're doing and the decisions you've made, or the changes that you made. Okay, you made some changes here. Whatever you believe to be true about a situation most likely is here. You got a circle of friends. There's unconventionality. So you could be very non-judgmental with those around you. Okay, but they're in their south node. Okay, so that is causing some type of issue on a day-to-day. All right, let's see what else we can find out here because these confrontation. Circle of friends. Day-to-day again. All right. Well, you also are being different on a day-to-day, which is actually confusing. When you create your balance, it confuses what's out of balance. But it's not to stay there, it's to heal. Okay. So, but it's not your job. So, yeah, or something like that. These feelings are caused or these reactions on a day to day because there's something new and different about what you're doing is not your job to monitor that. Does that make sense? All that. Okay. Because somebody wants, yeah, decisions to cooperate. You, something about you making day to day decisions and not being, and doing it on your own. Okay. Gemini here. Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius. Cherish what you want to be known. Day to day beliefs. Somebody did something quick here. You could be very businesslike, or that's the energy of you right now with Capricorn. Your ideas, you have very good ideas that are going to get quickly moving as well in business. There is a belief here that attached to what is new and different about what you're doing, though. You're very lighthearted at this time, or you could be feeling that way, or you feel that is the best way, but there's something trying to attach itself to a. There's a question over here. What is this question? Love? What is this question? Look at that. It went right over here on the question. It's either about what you want or what you need. All right. Interesting. Patience for the right connections. So somebody might need something or feel like you need something, have a hidden tendency. Something could have created an event if you weren't patient because it's required patience. Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, and I want to say Aries. So you've got, wow, a lot of eyes on you, hidden eyes, seeing what you're doing here with your home, your family, your whatever you're creating. What's that got to do with anything? The patience that was learned, or what you want, or what you need. All right. Well, look, there's good fortune either way. It looks like you're cherishing something very much, or you're very grateful at this time, or gratitude is like you're. That's what's new and different. You are receiving blessings. You're receiving. I said you win either way, and so you're going to get what you want, and you're going to get what you need. Interesting. What's that about? On a day to day. Whatever beliefs are trying to attach itself to your path or your journey is no longer able to have an effect here in any way that is going to be long term. So any results of power, and now I have a reverse card coming right upon your balance, cooperation, and partners with an investment and creations and cherish and enjoy. This investment with your partner is a very good in partner. Yeah, it's a very good investment because Capricorn's here. It's a daily investment into your partner or something like that. And having patience. I got like a paper cut yesterday, but it didn't come from a piece of paper. It came from a string. And it's worse than a paper cut because it was a string. So, all right. I just saw that card and I just put it back. your creative abilities. Day to day, I say creating with your partner, blessings, and you're also going to get what you want and what you need. And since this is a general reading, it's going to be hard to, of course, pinpoint that. But here, look, you're going to enjoy it anyway. It's like something you're going to enjoy it anyway. You're getting a good vibe there with whatever you've invested in. You're going to enjoy it. There's no reason not to. It's your desire. Somebody had a desire to look at your blessings. Now I want to open that up a little bit here. Okay, let's see. Wow, and your balance. So your balance is creating a lot of attention and beliefs. So there's probably gossip. And yeah, part of that sacrifice energy. Okay. Yeah, so it's about what you're focusing on. Don't forget, energy flows. Attention is going somewhere. Your energy is flowing with it. All right. This yielding, this belief. Somebody wants you to yield or come back, turn back, what? To some kind of past home or family or some kind of, so it's time to, oh, clear up that past and sacrifice and beliefs and the idea in question. So the idea in question has gotten all twisted around from the very start. And it had to do with your security to see how patient you would be. But since the universe had your back, like I said, you won either way because whether it stalled or increased your creative abilities, you still maintained your own balance because balance kept coming up. So otherwise, it wouldn't have. Okay, so these beliefs aren't going to have an effect. Okay, somebody did something for personal power, projected something your way. That confrontation, what was that? Confrontation energy, personal power, mysteries, and a major change. You made a major change, or somebody made a major change. It's being brought to light. That could be the change. Maybe somebody didn't expect to be noticed about, or thought it was a mystery what they were doing, but it's not a mystery to everyone involved. And since I pulled so many cards, there are a lot of, as there is, or there are, or there was a lot of energy up in your business. I want to say world in reverse. I mean, that's a big that's a big cycle you either needed to close out. That is a lot of eyes or energy. I said attention. It's your attention. Let me see something here. Page of Cups. Yeah, you're very lighthearted with your ideas. Maybe you're becoming impatient. Libra. Message. Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. Hang on. I want you to get the card here. And I have to come over here. Okay, lovers in reverse is in reverse. Patience about the idea and question about the lovers. Soulmate energy. What does this say? Then I got sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. Oh, somebody's crying about this choice you made in love, Gemini. Not being seen or recognized. Why? The devil, Capricorn, seen or recognized. Hermit, Virgo, Ten of Swords, endings, King of Cups in reverse. Emotionally unavailable or immature here. All right, there's an energy of a three. Okay, outside energy, Three of Cups. Having, okay, some kind of sacrifice energy. Somebody celebrated too soon. These beliefs that were passed about, it's like the lies are catching up here with what? I don't know. You're an Empress energy. You're not even devil. You're not even paying attention as much as expected. Capricorn, Empress, Libra, Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing. You gave to this energy. Okay, you see the attachments and they're not yours. All right, so whose are they? You're free. Somebody you turned down, Knight of Cups in reverse, Lovers in reverse, a karmic or toxic, somebody without the patience to understand their own consequences here. Something about with these connections. But he's like being called out. Taurus, Hierophant in reverse, called out here. Somebody's crying about something, but it's to gain attention or something. It's what is it? Playing a victim. Playing a victim. What is going on? Seven of Swords. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hang on here. There's a Hierophant again. Day to day with the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Trying to spin something. Whoa, look at that. Cover up blessings. Wow. Something about spinning something, spinning the wheel in a deceptive direction, but this is a group effort with a ex or an ex-partner, Libra. This is disappointment, staying in disappointment. There's an energy choosing to stay in disappointment with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse because somehow it was benefiting for attention with the cry all night over here. Page of Cups, left out in the cold, not moving forward. What is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Sacrifice. You're already aware of some kind of trying to twist something, but something is fake. Look at that. That Three of Swords coming back out right with all the devil. Yeah. Wait a minute. All these cups. Hang on. It's like all these emotions, all these beliefs, all these sacrifice, and all the emotions. What does that get? What's like hanging on to guilt or things like that? Hanging on to low vibrational things that so it's just like, but you didn't. It's like hanging on to something, but you're not hanging on to it because you didn't do anything. Something like that, Libra. You got the devil coming towards you with an offer with the devil, and then it's like not taking no for an answer with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Then you got the Tower, Aries energy. So you got Aries energy and devil energy. You're not sad about it. Somebody's confused with the moon, how you're not looking at all these cups that are spilled, but if they've been like purposely spilled, or this has been created, an obvious creation, or somebody's losing their patience or expected you to lose your patience here. You got a Ten of Cups here. So you could also be hiding how you feel, or not hiding it on purpose, but just keeping it to yourself, what you're doing with or about a Ten of Cups. And a Two of Cups. This is being projected at a Ten of Cups and a Two of Cups. Love, stable. Okay, so this is past energy, trying to throw ideas out there, but they're not, it's like they're going to have a hard time keeping this going for a long period of time, and it's going to backfire. Let's see. King Cups in reverse, water sign energy, going to backfire. When it does, it's like somebody's going to go over, like, what is that? Over overly done. Somebody's being overly done. Temperance in reverse. Decisions as well. Beliefs being overly done here. Talk about a community, an ex or a marriage that didn't work out, or a community. So these beliefs are being, what is that? Oh, I had a word that was real good for this. Can't think of what it is. Strength. Leo again. Okay. You have the strength to overcome something. You're not in this energy, this being projected. Whatever you're not giving attention to is worried. The whole community, an ex, again, with an ex-lover or ex-past or an ex-family. Had a plan, it didn't work. Libra, what's going on with Libra? Justice, you're here. Wow. You're balancing the scales just with your being here, I want to say. All right. Whatever was worry again. Wow. So here's that crying all night, and here's at night crying. So that confirms that. About choices, love, Empress. It's just energy. I want to see what's behind the Empress. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo energy. Tower. Aries energy. Working hard. Creating some kind of confusions you're not even aware of. Because you're working hard. Somebody's working hard to create confusions, and you're working hard to bring in something new and different, new energy. But this, maybe working in the old energy, it's not working. Put an end. These are swords in the back. All right, could be swords in the back pertaining to a very giving individual, or you're a very giving, stable, what is the word? Grounded individual. All right, Hermit in reverse on a day-to-day with a Hierophant and a group or an institution working hard. Okay, so this is about, wow, somebody's trying to bring about some kind of justice for themselves, but it's actually an injustice to you. Does that make sense? Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles here to a couple, or to somebody's trying to bring an injustice to two people by creating justice for themselves. But it's since it's the Seven of Swords, it's not going to work. Seven of Swords, and here's the Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh, it's in reverse, and it's in reverse. Nothing's sticking. So interesting. Day to day, outside energy, working hard with an institution, but it's like backwards. So it's somebody's losing their position in an institution. Four of Swords. Yeah, they're going to have a lot of time on their hands. Codependent on a group or with a group or collaborating with a group will no longer be able to collaborate, or outside third-party energy no longer able to interfere in your like day-to-day business. So this is about your business, or if you own a business, it's how you support your creative ideas. You could be resting. There's a King of Wands in the background here. There's a Ten of Pentacles involved. So there's a lot of resources being looked at, worked hard upon. Empress is working hard, but what is this? No. What is this? It's like a Page of Swords. Okay. I don't know. What do we got here? Ten of Wands. What is this for you and Temperance? Look at that. Yeah. You're this energy surrounded by, it can't dump and wait a minute. Sacrifice, dumping burdens on someone. All right. This energy can't dump their burden. and then hide the fact that they're doing it. They're running right into the angel of temperance. This guy can't see where he's going. He didn't know he was going to walk right into the angel. Okay. This guy thought he was going to keep on going with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and not switch it up. But somebody switched something up very quickly. Queen of Pentacles could have, or you are just in the energy of being, what is the, having the ability to not chase something that's not yours, a burden that's not yours, knowing what's yours and what's not yours, something like that. All right, so I want to see what this Hermit in reverse is. Some confusions regarding what you do, what you want to do. Somebody's confusing what you want to do. You could have given to this energy. A fire sign wants something. Wants something on a day-to-day. Ten of Swords in reverse. 2 tens. Wow, with the Star. It's like you healed the swords that were in your back, and they all had to do with emotions, emotional attachments, having to do with your goals, or involving energy that's involved in themselves in your business that didn't belong there. Okay. There's something about these endings. We have 1-1 and then the Star, Hierophant upright. Wow. So the Hierophant was in reverse over here. Something isn't as what it seems. So a mirage. So tried to create a mirage, or creates something that isn't real. There's an Ace of Cups right here for you. The 7 of Swords in reverse again. Okay, you stayed with love. There's a Queen of Swords in reverse. Boundaries. Page of Swords in reverse. Information. I hear crows. Greed. Greed is here. And I have the 10 of Pentacles upright because you're attracting the 10 of Pentacles. So there's energy. Look at all of what you're doing here and the changes that you made with or about a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I want to see these endings because there are new beginnings. Now the Queen of Swords is upright. You set boundaries here, not allowing energy to confuse your 10 of Pentacles or confuse the situation. The 9 of Pentacles was in reverse, so someone was dependent on something here. Love, lovers, you seeing something for what it is. Here's that twice. Where is it? It's under this one. So that's 10 swords. 3 and 7 are 10. Ending. It's just like somebody doesn't want you to end something because it it's a 10 of Cups in reverse. You're very favored right now with the Justice card. Patience and getting what you want and what you need. It's like you're getting the the cake and the icing on the cake. You're getting all of the above. The King of Swords. So whatever you ask for, what is King of Swords in reverse? Oh my gosh, there's some kind of strange narrative that's not logical happening. There's judgment. It's getting blocked by judgment. Empress is putting an end to this. Outside collaborations or interference with blessings because, or in the enjoyment of them. Okay. Yeah, something like that. It's like clearing a clearer path. So what is this for Libra? Star, Aquarius energy. Let's see here. Hang on. All right. The Star, Aquarius. Wow. Okay. So obviously, oh my gosh, I gotta wait over here. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna pull a card. Don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. Something about somebody thinks somebody doesn't want them. I got Aquarius. Oh, so this is like being needy and then clingy. Needy and clingy? Yeah, with an ex or a group or an environment. Needy and clingy. That's what I'm getting with, or seeing you as needy and clingy, or needing you to be needy and clingy. Okay, well, what is that about? Because Ace of Pentacles is coming in day to day. There's been a loss. Somebody hasn't been able to move forward. Ten of Lovers again. Accept something. Accept a loss. Accept the setback. Accept accept the turn down. Right. You keep looking at it. I didn't accept it. 77 could be relevant because you're not in a 5 of Cups. Again with the Cups. Okay, so needy about the emotions, disappointment over and over and over. It's like we continuous disappointments. For some reason, 4 of Wands in reverse again. What is this? Trying to affect a stable foundation, but it's actually somebody who's trying to affect your foundation's foundation is not stable to begin with. Hierophant, Empress, and yeah, you're aware of that. Or there's an energy that is like overseen. There's an over beliefs. Okay, well, I don't know. Wow, and it's going back on this community. 8 of Wands in reverse. These beliefs about a 2 of Cups. I knew it. I knew there was a 2 of Cups here. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups. All trying to interfere with you offering a cup or receiving a really nice offer. Okay, the past is here with a group interfering with a new cups. What? All right. What is this? There's all these wands. Look at all this action that's been taken. 8 wands, 9 wands. You're not taking on any more of this because the 10 wands is underneath all that. This is a whole lot of burdens. I mean, talk about 10 of them, 4 of them. And that is what, 21, 30 wands for the sacrifice energy over here. 30 wands. And you have temperance. You came out of it still standing. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles still giving. So you didn't allow this energy to change who you are. Only you kept. Wow. Moving forward to calmer waters. This Page of Swords in reverse. Hang on, I want to see what's behind it. Okay, all this while you're trying to. Page of Wands in reverse. All this news. King of Cups in reverse. Out of water sign. All this message rushing in. No one has the right information here. It's all being used against somebody, but it's creating an injustice for themselves. So that's why you're not worried about it. I really believe. Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse. You're not worried about it. Same card. Just Hierophant. Somebody expected something. Here you go. You could be getting married. Libra. 2 of Cups, Hierophant, getting married. And there's all this energy so concerned with it. 14 swords in reverse. Yeah. All these. You had you were like, now you're out of the line of fire of some sort. You neatly tied up a secured connection. You made a choice. Lover's card is a choice. This energy is projecting you didn't make a logical choice, but you did. You have a trustworthy connection. So it's actually showing who and what is trustworthy and what is not. And that is helpful to you. This is coming out sideways. It's more coming in. Somebody thought something was aligned with your values. You're being patient, what you want and what you need. So you're like I said, you're attracting everything. There's some kind of last minute changes, too late and behind schedule. Okay, whatever's not aligned with your values ran out of time because you're right on time. And I just posted today, the time is now on the community post. So you said yes to something and no to something else. There was a last minute change, or somebody made a last minute change. All right. Making a final effort. Okay, even making changes at the last minute because it's a last final effort to get reattached. Wow. And you're getting it together with good fortune. It's all lined up for you with the heart with the smiley face. Yeah, you had a good idea. No one else needed to understand it or something like that. There's upsetting news, resistant to change, and accident over here. Okay. Resistant to change on a day-to-day. You're taking flight, uplifting, and at peace with your decision. You made a decision. Okay, so you're at peace with it. And you're at peace or with it day-to-day. I even said that earlier. Right there. Anyway, walk before you can run, a fresh outlook. Baby steps. Somebody's not mature enough to bring some, or can't finish something they started. Grinding gears, working too hard on it. Yeah. Somebody not learning the steps or trying to skip steps. Resistant to change, upsetting news, and accident. Whatever was trying to skip steps. Okay. It's like you are off the hook. It's going swimmingly in the flow, or somebody else thought they were off the hook. And we're going to see here. What is that? Uplifts your spirits. Okay, you got, this is easy to do. It's easy to have this Ace of Cups. That is what's easy. That is what is showing you what is for you. Something that is lighthearted or easy. Okay, whatever's wearing a mask and it's like trying to lure you into their burdens, it's going to end in some, gosh, I said end in some kind of resistant to change, accident, and upsetting news. There's upsetting news coming in while you stay lighthearted, or somebody's trying to stay lighthearted while this news appears. Feeling fragmented, cracking under pressure. And these are cracked eggs, and these are egg shells. He's walking on eggshells. You have the answers, opening doors and access, resistant to change, upsetting news and accident. Somebody's stuck inside their head about what you're doing, but all right, we have a life-changing epiphany or experience on this, what felt right, and it was a good idea. Wow, this energy worried about your decisions and you made them anyway. So what's happening here for Libra? Patience about what you want and what you need. It's like you got an epiphany. You got all the information. Huh? You're clearing negativity too with smoky quartz. That's awesome. Release negativity from within and around you. Prosperity with good fortune and blessings with Jupiter. There's a positive shift in your divine support. You've done deep emotional healing. You're getting it all together. It's all lined up for you. That's why this negativity is, wow, lined up for you, and then divine intervention with blessings and good fortune. And the star and the empress. So, that's cool alignment you have there for yourself when God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Love life is in reverse. Something of the past that wants to do or renew something is not taking place. Here, they're not, you are receiving. You could be celebrating prosperity with malachite. Own your divine power in reverse. That is giving your energy away and creating those burdens. So this is calling back your energy. This is replace codependent people-pleasing tendencies with assertiveness and empowerment. So somebody wanted you to do something that pleased them but put you off balance. Okay, time for easy does it, ready to love again in reverse. It's like you got something stable. You're not interested in these kinds of things. And I'm getting multifaceted in reverse. These kinds of things are very shallow. These beliefs are shallow, or the information is shallow. What somebody wanted to be known about your path here is going to be seen as fragmented. Multifaceted is in reverse. So there's not many layers or dimensions to the situation you're talking about, meaning you've already been clearing the negativity, so you're already aware of what's going on. You had self-confidence through God confidence. It did require forgiveness. And there you go, an epiphany. That sword cut through the layers of beliefs that were tied to getting away with something over and over as well. So you are never alone clearing this negativity. You have help clearing the negativity. You set your intentions on clearing the negativity. Libra, horn, might have been a string. Stay open-minded here. Something might be hidden, and it might require you to see it as for what it is, because you have a miracle and a prayer coming in. Stay open-minded. It's about learning from your mistakes. So you took the perceived mistake and turned it into a lesson. Thoughts create your reality. Somebody else has some different thoughts than you do about your life. Time to journey within. That is part of that divine intervention and good fortune and blessings. Now I've got make each day count in reverse. So look at that. We got the day to day up there with own your divine power in reverse and make each day count in reverse. And this is codependent people pleasing tendencies during your days. Whatever you feel you have to do to make another happy, but it makes you unhappy or another unhappy. Okay, so something about coming to this realization, know your truth in reverse, love is your energy, over giving to something, appreciate your talents because you're very talented, but it's over giving, or they're coming towards you because you are talented. So it's time to be picky about who you give your energy to. Your beliefs are right for you about some unblissful situation. Live your bliss in reverse. And thoughts create your reality in reverse. That's the energy that's thinking differently than you. And it's, oh my gosh, of course it is. Release toxic relationships. It has to do with toxic relationships, shallow attachments, and your beliefs are right for you. So there you go. You are, since you have that backing within yourself, you feel it. You feel what you released. Something was unkind. You're asked to be yourself. Focus on the positive. I want to get a couple of romance angel cards. There was a codependent issue with this, what you're clearing the negativity of. Had to do with addictions, Gemini. Something was totally, okay, this could be the one in reverse. Okay, that's attached to the past. You have divine intervention when you make the effort. There was some kind of effort that you made, Libra. Good fortune. And there's great love worth waiting for or taking the steps. That required separation from another energy. Forgiving and learning this other energy or yourself is required here to see what was happening on a day-to-day. Passion in reverse. Okay. That tells me you're taking your power back, appreciating what you're something you're doing. You journey within, see what to put your energy to, your focus. Your focus is where your energy is going. Express your love. Yeah, you're not expressing things. You freed yourself. Honeymoon. Could be going on a honeymoon. Not expressing to energy that is dedicated to misunderstanding, forgiving and learning. Yeah, something about forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past. You experience more in the present moment. And this past had to do with these sacrifices, because because you can do it doesn't mean you're going to do it at this point. Or maybe those are the decisions that you're starting to make now. Libra. Whoa. There's an energy that isn't the one making one last move to come toward you. That's the energy that feels like they need closure or something more. You're free to move. You're free of this. You're free to move. You're only as attached as you want to be at this point. Okay, this wasn't a real promise. This is planned wisely when you make the effort. You got taking steps towards something, journeying within. So this is about cultivating success. Somebody is very good at strategic planning, but you could be just as good. So there's like a chess game going on, or checkers, emerging dawn. You got magic, and then miracles. Let's see. Free to move. Fast progress when you make the effort. Wow. What else? Libra. The scales of balance. Oh my gosh. So there you are, Libra. Scales of balance. Scales of balance. Day to day. Appreciate your talents. Being unbothered with this toxic relationship. Clear negativity was over here. Being asked to take precautions with these toxic relationships that you've released. So returning and whatever precautions. This is about revelations on about navigating your journey. Oh, wow. Okay. Harbor of peace. Scales of balance and the harbor of peace. All right. Plan wisely. Keep your plans to yourself. These are sacrificing your plans. A sacrifice plan, yield your plans, all that would be a delay. You have a roots to success, a magic opportunity, and unwavering faith. Okay, so you have peace, balance, and faith here. All right, whatever fast progress, whatever's meant for you is like showing up in a way that you're going to recognize it. I want to get a couple of these here. A couple of letters for Libra. A couple of letters for Libra. I got pi, as in the math unit, pi. I got Hawaii. I got the GP. Whoop, that was a P. V shown itself, a B, a T. Bit, tidbit, a tidbit. There's some tidbits of information. Possibly. Hit, pit, bit, tip, being tipped. So the letters G, P, I, B, H, T. Could have nipped something in the bud. I got pig, giant Chinese zodiac of the pig. If that letter flipped, great, because I got big pig, big. That's what's here. Big pig. All right. I do hope that was helpful for you, Libra, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one.